This week's episode of Fate Stay Night is really interesting because we also got to learn about a master who is a coward and also a servant who actually has the ability of chains and is able to control chains to her own will. So I believe that from a person who has not watched Fate Stay Night the original, that she is Caster, she's a female, because I believe in another episode we heard a girl's voice, whatever, was also a servant. So I believe that she is Caster or some other servant, because apparently in the school that EMIYA and Rin go to, there's actually another master who has a servant, and the master is trying to sacrifice the students of the school, whatever, by taking their life force or their mana to basically power up Caster, who requires like life force type magic. So I think that links up with the fact that this could be Caster. I have no idea if this is Caster. There's just whole thinking like, this could be Caster, this could be another one, because I believe there are 7 and we know about 4. I think this is the 5th one. I'm not really keeping track at the moment, so I think it's like the 4th one we found out. So we found out about Archer, Lancer, Berserker. So this is like the 5th one we found out so far. So there are 2 other ones, 2 probably more powerful ones, 2 weaker ones. I have no idea, but I feel that Caster Master has to be some student who acts like a coward yet has a lot of hidden potential, because we heard from Caster, or the girl who EMIYA actually faced off against after he was facing off Rin. So basically EMIYA and Rin were going because Rin's like, why you're not here without your servant, whatever, you're gonna be killed easily. So she took the time to strike EMIYA, but EMIYA is still alive, though obviously you can see he's alive, because afterwards, when they're fighting midway, they found out the girl screaming whatever, and that was he went to rescue whatever. Rin helped out the girl whatever, or Tohsaka helped the girl out by giving her a gem that allowed her to live, give her more blood in her system, or whatever she did, some sort of magic that she did to allow them to live. And obviously they're fighting against Caster, which is actually, because I think she's Caster. I have no idea if she is not. I hope she is, because I really love when I'm corrected in these some things, because as a person who's never watched the original Fate Stay Night, I just hope I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong, but also when EMIYA and Rin were having their battle, was really interesting, because I'm surprised that EMIYA actually lived a lot. I thought he would die in that battle, honestly. I know this obviously Unlimited Believer must be about his perspective, UBW must be about his perspective, maybe the original is about Rin's perspective, who knows. I might watch Fate Stay Night 2006 after the show finishes, because I want to know if the 2006 version or the original is maybe a different look at it. I would really love to know overall. So what happens in the episode was basically, Tohsaka and Rin, everyone else were going to school, whatever, and they figured out that the students were actually missing. So basically they went to the student council, whatever. EMIYA went to the student council, and Issei, the person who runs the student council, saying, apparently the students went missing, and the captain of the archery club went missing. So I think it's one. I feel like it's Shinji, but for some reason I think it's either Shinji, whatever, who can command Caster, because I feel like reason, because he acts like a coward. Maybe he's really cocky, maybe he's really a coward, maybe. I feel like it's Shinji. It'd be really amazing, expected if Shinji was actually the commander of the Caster, or the servant we saw that requires the life force. If he's the one who's kidnapping all the students to take their magic, their life force, whatever, because he recently went missing too. Maybe he could be figuring out more ways to capture students. Maybe I feel like it's Shinji, but I don't know if it's him. This whole thought after I watched the episode, I was like, who is this? Being who is a servant, and why did she say that? You're not a coward, unlike my master, who's actually a coward, forcing me to do his own bidding, working, whatever. So also she has the ability to control chains. So I feel like she is a Caster, because obviously Casters need to be able to control items. They basically can control different items around. She has a mini chain with a bow, whatever, a freaking spear, whatever. This aspect of it is really, really interesting. I really cannot wait for the next episode. This is why I love Saturdays, because Fate Stay Night 2014 or UBW is the reason why I love Saturdays. Even though Saturdays normally is weekend, I get to relax, but this just makes my weekend so much better. I'm gonna miss this show afterwards. I have no idea. I think this series is gonna be 12 episodes or maybe 13, and then there's gonna be a second season, which is gonna be 13ish, because the original Fate Stay Night 2006 was 26 episodes. They're probably gonna split it up due to maybe getting more viewers and more time to prepare it, maybe, because the animation of the show is really brilliant and I love it, because of all the fight scenes are really just well done. Also, when Tohsaka and Rin are running against each other, whatever. Also, how he was running, it was just really, really beautiful, and I really did love the fact that the animation is really beautiful. Well, I want to know if Shinji is actually the one who actually has Caster, or if the pink-haired girl, whatever, is Caster, or maybe she could be some other one that we don't know. Maybe she could be an unknown one. Who knows? It could be more than 7. Probably it's gonna be 7 because the Holy Grail War, whatever, could only have 7. One, maybe it could be an unknown 8. I also know one from the opening, whatever, the preacher, whatever, the priest, maybe the guy. I'm talking about the previous episode, whatever, when the blonde-haired guy went to the church, whatever, with the priest. Maybe he could be his, like, servant, whatever. Maybe the priest is involved in this. I don't know who's gonna be involved in this. Just so many questions I want to know the answer to. Maybe in episode 6 we'll find out the answer, maybe, because really there's these questions I want to know about. Also how EMIYA also told Rin about the fact that about what type of arts he has. He has strengthening art because his father died. He was basically a mage, and he actually died before transferring the magic seal. Basically, the seal will allow you to know their magic, know how to do magic more advanced to rigorous training. You will learn how to do this magic. And also, Rin's father, before he died, gave her basically the magic seal, magic like thing, whatever, to do magic. Obviously that's what when a mages has a daughter or son, obviously they have to teach the son. That's the responsibility of the mage before they die, or they don't know when they're going to die, obviously, because they're mages, they're really powerful, could be a very big threat to other people. So people will try to kill mages before they pass on their magic seal to their children, maybe, because obviously you're EMIYA's father didn't really have the chance to do that, so that's why that's why he's a novice, he's an amateur, a novice, or an amateur who doesn't really know magic, because his father passed the power, he'll be able to do it. But EMIYA's father was actually more focused on being a father than a mage, which I have a feeling that Rin's more envious about, because obviously by the way, the faces Rin makes in this show is really amazing. I love Rin so much because of the faces she makes, but a few more episodes of her, maybe a couple more development of her, because we could definitely see that she is developing to a character that I might consider my favorite of the show. Overall, I want to know, because I wish Saber also got involved. I thought EMIYA was actually going to summon Saber for some reason, but he really did not, so that's good of him to see that he's actually trying to improve his own physical strength. And also, Trace On is a really interesting ability. Maybe I feel that there's a deeper meaning to Trace On ability. Him and Archer could be linked somehow. I also want to know about Archer. Although it's not an episode review, it's me talking about the other episodes as well, because Fate Night, you can't talk about one episode without linking it to another. Overall, so I want to know about Archer's past. I also want to know Saber. Maybe Fate Zero will explain about their past more. So I just cannot wait to watch Fate Zero, because it's gonna be really interesting, because it's all done and I can just marathon that show extremely well. It's gonna be so good. I love Fate Night so much. So basically that's the end of the episode review. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy the video. Be sure to like the video. Comment below what you guys thought, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you do so kind. All the links are in the description below. And as guys later.